Define woman. Go, please. One of you.
A person who their internal idea of
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
What the fuck was that? I'm sorry,
what they are is a woman.
Terrible definition. Coming from a lesbian, that destroys the very concept of our sexual orientation. Just saying that it's an idea.
Why?
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 You can't be connected and sexually attracted to somebody's brain.
I can't believe she said this.
If I open this book on YouTube, the stream will get taken down.
Okay.
Did you ever read this book? No. This book is in middle schools in Florida. Ron DeSantis had it removed. That's one simple policy he did. That's very good. You've never seen this book?
I've heard about it.
Have you ever looked inside of it?
No, but I mean, I don't believe in censorship.
If
so
I show you
don't
a picture of
believe
a job, would you be offended?
I mean,
Do you see me laughing, my nigga?
Can I show you a picture of a job on camera?
I wouldn't be offended.
I'm looking at this right now. I can't even hold it up because I can't point it at the camera. And I don't understand why school children should be taught how to perform jobs for an auto-androphile.
I don't believe they're being taught that.
You asked me what Ron DeSantis did that I liked.
That he banned genderqueer?
That he's removing pornographic and kink books from middle schools is a very, very good one. And I would.
Well, for me, my politics are a little broader than that, Tim, I gotta say.
She sees no issue with it, and it's clear. It's disgusting. These are literal pedophiles trying to teach little children how to have sex, and their whole community sees no issue with it. And then they have some sort of reason to try to justify themselves.
So, if your argument to me is that I or anyone else should support your politics because you want to show jobs to children, you're going to lose.
Well, I don't think that that is a policy done by teachers in this country. I think that this
book
is
was in schools in Florida,
There
which
are
is
a ton of books that are in a ton of schools. I don't believe in censorship. That's not my bag, buddy.
He doesn't believe in censorship. It's like those freedom of speech activists where they speak the most disgusting, self-incriminating things and expect everything to be okay. A pedophile got caught recently for the things he was saying online on his profile. So should he have never went to jail because freedom of speech and no censorship?
I have a message specifically for cis white women allies, okay? I wasn't gonna be so specific, but I thought about it, and you guys are literally the only people who do this shit, okay? I'm wearing my work lanyard here just so you can see, A, all my beautiful pins, but B, my... Tell me why, at work, all the time, I get people going, she. Oh, I'm sorry. I just don't know how to pronounce. Oh, I'm just so sorry. I just don't know. But she. That one whose pronouns. That weird. That queer one.
We do not care.
First of all, look with your eyes. Read.
I look with my eyes and I see someone who should be locked in a mental asylum. How can we let these kind of people roam in the streets but not schizophrenic ones?
Second of all, that one. Point. Why do you need to make it so weird whenever you don't know someone's pronouns? Or here's a radical thought. Ask. Who helped you today? Oh, what are your pronouns? They, them. Who helped you out today? I do not need... Shut up.
What makes a high-value woman?
Oh, God.
What's that?
Concepts foreign to you. Modesty, being demure.
Modesty. What does modesty?
Yeah, modesty in character, modesty in appearance, modesty in her demeanor.
You just don't like it when a woman is outspoken. You're intimidated by that.
You just met me like 10 minutes ago.
Okay, and you're already starting to say, you just called me a bitch, you insulted me. I have not insulted you. I said that you are intimidated. It seems to me that you are intimidated.
Nobody's intimidated by you, first of all.
I don't...
Second of all...
Yeah, no, it seems like you're intimidated by somebody that speaks the truth, that modesty, that is, okay, that is your concern, modesty.
She jumped into a conclusion too quick, but he lost by insulting her straight away. His two brain cells arguing with each other.
What's your opinion on gay conservatives?
Gay conservatives?
Yeah.
Why?
We're better looking, we stay in shape, we love America, and we make more money than broke-ass libs. Any other questions?
Friendly fire!
I don't think you can be sexist towards men, and I don't think you can be racist towards white people.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
How have you arrived at that conclusion?
I don't know, just hearing like all the stories about like all this messed up stuff they did in the past. Like, I'm not even black, but I have a grudge against them.
Well, wait, but you're part white. You're part white.
Are you referring to slavery?
Yeah, and just like the treatment of them over time since then, like all the discrimination.
Do you think that white people were the only ones who engaged in slavery?
Probably not. That's probably around the world too.
Do you think that maybe the fact that you don't know that everybody engaged in slavery is part of the reason why you think the way that you do about this?
Dad, what he's doing? Why you bully me?
I don't know. I don't think it has to do with my worldviews. I think it has to do with the insecurity in myself. I don't like the white part of me, so I kind of project that onto others, probably.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. Well, that's a pretty self-aware thing to say. How do you think they went about getting slaves? Like, what do you think the process was?
Didn't they go up like that's part of America, right? They like went into Africa and stole them from their homes.
Yeah. So you think that they just went to Africa and then like rounded them all up and like caught them, put them in sacks, and then put them on the boat?
That's pretty much the gist of what I got out of.
So the reality of it is, and like it's not your fault for not knowing this, our education system is so flawed, that the Africans who were sold in the slave trade were sold by other Africans. So there were slave markets in Africa where they would capture their own people, then sell them off overseas. And there was also the Barbary slave trade as well, which was like Arabic Barbary pirates who would capture white Europeans and enslave them too. And there was like over 1 million white Europeans that were enslaved during the Barbary slave trade. Slavery happened around the world everywhere.
So wait, are you trying to like say that like white people were slaves too?
Yeah, white people were also slaves.
That's where the term slave comes from, is the Slavic region.
Exactly.
That's why Eastern Europeans are so oppressed even within Europe.
I don't know, but I didn't see them oppressed over here that much. Like, I don't know. In history, I don't see books talking about the oppression of white people.
Yeah, that's
Why do you think
that's
that
a problem.
You know what? Big respects for the self-awareness, but she has no clue what she's talking about. Funny how there's only 2 races according to her as well. You can be racist to anyone. South Asians, whites, blacks, East Asians, Europeans, Mexicans, and more.
Are what they are born with, and they can be whoever they want to be.
So what if like I wanted to be black? Can I do that? Because that's what I wanted to be.
We fucking got him.
I don't think. No.
No, I don't think so. But like.
Why? It's what I want to be. It's what I like.
Yeah.
Accept me.
It's a valid point.
Gotcha, bitch.
Do you think genitals define gender?
No. No.
If genitals don't define gender, why does removing them affirm it?
A person will feel more affirmed if they change their genitals. It'll help affirm them.
Oh, call declined. Embarrassing.
Societally.
So would you say then genitals do define gender?
No, I don't think so.
Still say no.
No.
So what do you have to say to the person that says you are what you're born with and you just need to accept it?
Thank you.
Okay.
Ooh, careful. A little logic and slight thinking was required, and they fumbled.
Gender is a societal construct.
What if I wanted to be black? Can I just be black?
You can't just assume a different culture, especially considering the hierarchies of race.
It's a shame because women always complain about men and all that, but then these women are so quick to let men be women and enter all their private spaces like toilets and changing rooms because they feel like a woman on that day.
I do not appreciate being filmed for this.
Oh, he's not filmed. He identifies the camera.
Sensational.
We just kind of, I'm glad it's funny to you.
It's just very confusing.
Gotcha.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not, no.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
People know wrong from rights. The difference is some people have ways to justify their actions to themselves, so they don't feel bad for it anymore. It's sad to see how common prostitution is nowadays, and all the workers justifying it to themselves, thinking it's empowering.
I am. He's the CEO of the Weather Channel now. I was the founder of the Weather Channel, not the co-founder.
And I'm glad you did, because I am addicted to the Weather Channel. I watch a lot of cable news.
Now, hold on just a minute. I'm not done. And CNN has taken a very strong position on global warming that it is a consensus. Well, there is no consensus in science. Science isn't a vote. Science is about facts. And if you get down to the hard, cold facts, there's no question about it. Climate change is not happening. There is no significant man-made global warming now. There hasn't been any in the past, and there's no reason to expect any in the future. There's a whole lot of baloney, and yes, it has become a big political point of the Democratic Party and part of their platform, and I regret it's become political instead of scientific. But the science is on my side.
I don't think we're going to come to a conclusion about the topic right here. What I do wonder,
I know
though, is
we're
when
not,
you
because
see
you wouldn't allow it to happen on CNN. But I'm happy that I got on the air and got a chance to talk to your viewers. Hello, everybody. There is no global warming.
What I do wonder is when you see the government, when you see NASA, when you see other institutions say that 97% of climate scientists agree, do you think they're making it up? What I don't understand is how you square that.
That's a manipulated figure, and let me explain it to you. The government puts out about $2.5 billion directly for climate research every year. It only gives that money to scientists who will produce scientific results that support the global warming hypothesis of the Democrat Party position. So they don't have any choice. If you're going to get the money, you got to support their position. Therefore, 97% of the scientific reports published support global warming. Why? Because those are the ones the government pays for, and that's where the money is. It's real simple, but that doesn't mean it's right. That doesn't make it true. That only makes it bought and paid for. The money goes in circles.
I'm not a scientist, so I'm not going to try to refute you on
that's
the facts.
The truth.
I'll simply say that the vast
majority... Please stand back from this issue and let the two sides be on